All right, let's leave Morocco and come back home. Let's talk about the Nigeria Professional Football League matches to be played this weekend. Let's see those matches to be played this weekend. I'm talking about those matches. Week 3 in the Nigerian Professional Football League. We're already seeing some interesting matches, some interesting games going down. Very sure it's going to come up on your screen. That's it. Cecilia can run through these fixtures for us. You have El Kanemi taking
Warriors
on
and MFM. They have Aqua United and Yobe Desert Stars. They're having a good start, you say, to the league. And Heartland and Rangers. Rangers now going to Heartland. I mean,
that's an Oriental derby.
Oriental derby, more like it's a Rangers. I think the thing is they've lost 2 games now, going out, but they're not having a good start to at Rangers at all after losing away and home, and this is another away game. Hopefully they can pick up a point here. Remember, Heartland, went to Calabar, they had aim, but so a goalless draw. So that is a game to watch it for. Rivers United and Kano Pillars. Rivers, when they went to Plateau United, they lost 2-0. They've won 1 game in 2. So against Kano Pillars in Port Harcourt, big one. We'll see what's going to happen in this particular game. Wiki Tourists and Niger Tornadoes will also be in action. For Niger Tornadoes, one of the teams that having more like 100% so far. It's just early days in the NPFL, but then when you win your 2 opening games, you know that you have a better start compared to others who won one and lost, away, or those who have lost 2 games in a row, both at home and away. Rangers fans, I'm sorry, but then that's what is happening right there at Rangers. But that game I'll be looking forward to this week definitely is going to be that one between Kano Pillars, between Rivers United and Kano Pillars, and also see what Heartland can do to Rangers. If Rangers can come back to winning ways. We have other fixtures for today. FC Fayumba taking on Kwara United. They're also going to be having I think Wiki Tourists will also be in action against Tornadoes. Talked about that earlier. Then Abia Warriors and Plateau United. When you have Plateau United, their opening game, they won away from home. So Abia Warriors, they need to be very careful about this. We'll see how they can. We don't know if Rafael Everton is still going to be at the stands, but we know Emmanuel Deutsch has been the one in charge, more like the head coach right now. Nasarawa United will be up against Sunshine Stars. Remember Sunshine Stars? It
started well, good start.
Started well, a draw, a win, so it's a good one. Katsina and Eimba, okay, after that goalless, against Heartland, they want to pick up a point from this one. Then Lobby Stars and Go Round FC. I mean, somebody mentioned, it was George saying that mentioned that, Wiki has done something really good for them, the 50M and of course the boss and all that. So like the players
should be motivated.
We'll see how they can do that to Lobby Stars. The Lobby Stars, what they did to Rangers is a team that go away from home. I mean, all the way to the east to get all 3 points, not just one. So go round will definitely be. It's going to be a tough task for them if they can get something out of Makurdi in this one. Yeah,
it'll be interesting to see how things will pan out for some of these teams that we've already talked about. We've talked about Rangers. Want to see how they're going to bounce back. Early days yet, but not a good start for them. So we'll see what they're able to do, how they're able to turn things around, whether or not they'll be able to show us that winning the league a couple of 2 seasons ago wasn't really a fluke. We'll see what happens with that one. Well, for me, I'm interested in the teams representing us on the continent. I want to see how far the preparations. Some have said we probably should wait for maybe week 7 before we begin to look at these teams and rate them. But we need to start looking at these teams to see if they will give us credible representation on the continent. We're talking about teams like MFM against El Kanemi Warriors. You're looking at Plateau United. Cecilia already talked about Plateau United, Eimba as well, then Aqua United. I guess we'll have a couple of tweets to read out. I'm very sure it's going to be about the 2018 African Nations Championship and maybe this silly transfer season as well.
Yeah, I mean, Nent Blaster, that's his name, so he's really blasting the tweets right now. He has so many. Where do I start from? Can I just read 2 or 3 from him until I can read others? He says, Plateau United proving worthy champions, but is a stern test for them at Umuahia against Abia Warriors. The proof starts now. Yeah, yes. I love that.
I agree. I agree.
Kalamanzo Kant. He said, why should NFF go beg Jordan Ibe again. He rejected us before, and he ain't better than our strikers, and we shouldn't be embarrassing ourselves. I mean, I know you saw the story somewhere, but then it's not every story you see that's actually true. I'm not sure NFF is begging him again, because really, who needs him anyway? Okay, Ned Blaster again said, looking forward to the second Oriental derby between Heartland and Rangers to be a cracker with first goal and points up for contention between the two. I was talking about, in fact, especially for Rangers and this particular scene of the Eagles. This one's coming from Samuno Toye. He says, the Eagles have to be well prepared because the Libyan team are no pushovers, and Okpotu wasn't impressive in our last outing at all. I agree with you on that one. Ned Blaster again says, must we always put ourselves in a swim or sink condition all the time? We haven't done that in a long way.
Yeah.
He said, my calculator is lost, so I'm not doing that, which is the Chinese Eagles or the best. Yeah, mine, I threw it away long ago. Yeah, I can't even find it, so I'm not calculating anything.
Thanks to the Super Eagles.
Thanks to them.
They've made us throw it away. So we'll see what happens. I don't want to get a calculator. I don't want those nightmarish experiences of the past. I don't know why I have to defend Antonio Okpotu this morning. Okay, and a lot of people, he's coming for a lot of criticism, but I still feel in that first game, didn't get enough service. Okay. And
you bully your way in. See what Ondiagalo usually do when he's not getting it, but you see him running around trying to get something and all that. So I understand what you're saying, but at the end of the day, I think
the story was just that we didn't convert our chances.
Okay. Okay, now Solomon Joseph says, why is everyone rating the Super Eagles based on the friendly against Argentina? Messi is the most important player of the team, and he didn't play, and no one can replace him. And based on the performance for me, we didn't beat the Argentine national team. Okay, well, just changing and
in defense of the Eagles, Messi always struggles with the Argentine team. So probably if he had played, it wouldn't have made much difference.
Okay, we just read the last one before going to breaks. Conversion, talking about from Davis Oli says, conversion of chances has been a problem for Super Eagles B team. Check the last 4 competitions. The coach just has to find a way to inspire them to finish goals, which is a good one. All right, we'll go on the break now. We'll come back, continue reading your tweets, and of course, we'll also look at the papers.